Good afternoon, Merrimack families. I know just wanted to give a quick message here on this Friday before the end of the week. It's a little different because I am obviously not at school. I'm back at my house here again, so it might have been a little while since you guys have seen this view, which has been a good thing because we have been in person. I know this weekend or this afternoon actually, I have had a big event for me, which was I've recently been working on finishing my dissertation, and some of my own education has still been going on in the background throughout this pandemic and a lot of other things. And so today I did have to defend my dissertation. With everything else in the world going on, it was on Zoom. So I came home to do it where I knew I could have that conversation without necessarily being interrupted. So I am doing this from home today, but wanted to kind of let everybody know a little bit of why. I know the kids know, as they knew I was going to be gone this afternoon, and they sent me a lot of great notes of thanks and good wishes and all of those things. So, I did want to share with everybody here that as of today, I did successfully defend my dissertation. So, still a few final other things to get done before it's all 100% official. But, so if your kids are curious, or I've shared with you this is what was going on, you can let them know that yes, Mr. Fisher is done and that it was successful today. So, thank you to everybody for all those fond wishes and all the positive thoughts sent my way. So, thank you very much on that. Um, with regards to school, I just want to kind of give a couple of reminders of things that are coming up. We're rounding out to the end of the year, so we've got a few things to think through. We've got field day. We are going to be doing a field day this year. There's a lot of planning going on. It's going to look fairly similar to the past, where we will hopefully still be able to go to Shaw Park, but there's obviously going to be some differences as we're making sure kids are still in cohorts. We also won't be able to have any parent volunteers or any of those kinds of things, or any guests on those for those pieces, but just know those things are happening. The other thing I wanted to highlight is our One School, One Book, and I want to encourage everybody to continue to read that. Like, today, as a lot of the kids were talking about my dissertation, I was able to pull one of the poems out of there, and some of the things that were mentioned with regards to setting goals or reaching for things that you may be working on that are going to push yourselves, and making sure you do that. And that was one of the things that, so I did read that and did connect with them on that and shared that with them. So there's a lot of really great things in there. So I just want to encourage everybody to pull that out. It's not a really long read, and you can find something where you might be able to pull one out that you can talk to about your kids. Because what I found has been really rich, even with my own family, have been those discussions that come from some of the try it parts, which are on each of the poems. Also comes with a quote and a story, and then just gives you something that you might be able to try and apply to your own life. So I would encourage you to check that out. But also, if you're doing so, make sure you take a picture of it. You can send that an email either to myself or to Lindsay Schusler, and we can make sure that we're able to share some of those photos of the Merrimack community coming together to read around this one book. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this book, and it's got a lot of good things. I think everybody can find something that'll speak to them. The final piece is just a quick reminder. I know I've shared this, and I'm probably going to share it for the next couple of weeks, but please know that we are going to be moving back our class list, the sharing of class list. I know we've done that at the beginning of the summer, the last couple of years, but we are going to be moving those back until after August. And the big reason for that is that right now we are still in a lot of flux with regards to COVID and the pandemic and everything else, and how that may be impacting our class lists. There could be things changing with regards to capacity of classrooms and just all kinds of other things. So we want to make sure that we are giving time for those changes to happen. What I really don't want to do is share out that your child's going to be with a certain teacher and then have to call you back later because we shared too quickly, and now your child isn't going to be with that teacher, is going to have to be with somebody else. And we know that can be frustrating. So I definitely don't want to do that. So we want to make sure we're taking our time to do it right. So hopefully that all makes sense. Again, I hope you guys are getting out there. The weather's been a little cooler this week, but really nice. And I hope you guys are ready for a great weekend as we get further along into spring. And it's hard to believe, but May is just around the corner. So hope you guys had a great week and have a great weekend, and we will talk soon.